What is up, guys? We are back here with another Market Watch today. Very special Market Watch, though, because it is right after, well, not really. It's been a couple days since the Cyber Monday / Black Friday special that TCG Player had on their site. It was a 4-day over the weekend special, and I hope you guys partook if you were looking for some cardboard, because a lot of stuff did get bought out, although not the stuff that I thought would get bought out. To be fair, and that's actually kind of a good thing, because a lot of the stuff that I was expecting was going to be more like the stupid stuff that people shouldn't be buying, like the blue eyes, a QCR blue eyes that's $130 from Bonanza when you can get a $20 blue eyes from the 2024 tin, right? Like stupid stuff like that. I thought people were going to get, but they didn't get it. Anyways, we're gonna start here with Rarity Collection 1, because both Rarity Collection 1, 2, or I should say all three, Rarity Collection 1, 2, and 3 Bonanza had a shit ton of buyouts, more so in Rarity Collection 1 and 2, but yes, we'll get to those later. All right, so Rarity Collection 1. And like I said, there's a lot of meta stuff here that has been bought out. In particular, Infinite Impermanence has been going up. And this is not just because of Cyber Monday or the special. I've actually been seeing a lot of buyouts for Infinite Impermanence, and it's actually gone on average up by about $2 for all the rarities, including commons, which is kind of crazy because this card is going to be reprinted. We know it's going to get reprinted in the Blue Eyes structure deck that got, well, admittedly, it did get shifted about a week, but that should not change too much. If you don't need 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence right now, I would say hold off on it. But holy, $12 for secret rare printings from the Rarity Collection 1. Yes, Jesus, $12. That is crazy. I actually threw my copies in the ring here. I kind of forgot I had some copies. So hey, bling a bling bling. The channel makes some money with the recent buyouts here. Forbidden Droplet really shocked me, because now we're at 23 listings for the super rare printing in Rarity Collection, $8. So it's probably, I mean, chances are there's going to be more listings once the price points go a little bit higher, but I do see this card being about $9 to $10 relatively soon, which is, I mean, I guess it's cool. We've had a long time. People have had a series of, I think it's been, actually, this is, what's going on with the 3-month, huh? We've, people had the opportunity to buy this card on the cheap. I do not feel bad for the people that have missed out on this, especially because this is also a meta card, and meta players are kind of insufferable. So you guys get what you deserve. You should have bought it out before. Now it's like too late, I guess. $9. Although that's not a lot of money, to be honest. If it's just this card you need 3 of, you know, not a lot of money. But if you're trying to build a deck, well, it sucks to suck. You should have bought it at $2. It is what it is. Also, not getting a reprint. So this is actually something or at least not getting a reprint anytime soon. So definitely pick this up. There might be cheaper copies. You know, let's look at everything here, because there are multiple versions of it. And the cheapest one I see here is actually, it's going to be the super rare. So there we go. Oh, well, should have bought it at $2, kid. Anyways, besides that, Triple T's, the OG Triple T's, is also being bought out, and it's going to be $10 very, very soon. 37 listings. This is the second most bought out card in the what's it called? The sale, I would say, because Infinite Impermanence was already getting bought out before the sale. And yeah, the other thing here is Ash Blossom. $5 for a super rare for Rarity Collection 1, and it's also getting a reprint, I believe, in the Blue Eye structure deck. So it's kind of, maybe hold off on that for the common printing of this. Maybe it'll get a super rare, kind of doubt it, but either way, wait for the structure deck, way cheaper and whatnot. The other thing is Effect Veiler. I have been seeing the secret rares getting bought out, which again are also, it's also going to be printed in the structure deck. So if you want to hold off on buying Infinite Impermanence, Effect Veiler, and Ash Blossom, and you can, I would say just do it. You're going to save a lot of money. Before moving on, though, there's something very cool happening with the Platinum Rares. People hated the Platinum Rares, but if you guys see all these listings, they're going away. This is the old Platinum Rare, if you will. It's not the very gaudy, very shiny platinum rare that we got in Rarity Collection 2 and in Bonanza. Some people might like this more. It is more akin to a secret rare, but you guys can see a lot of buyouts. Ash Blossom, $25. Infinite Impermanence, 29 bucks, so on and so forth. So if you guys have those platinum rares in your collection and don't want them, then you guys can make a pretty penny here. Moving on here, Rarity Collection 2. What I saw from this set was Solemn Judgment did get bought out quite a bit. But what caught my attention was Ultimate Slayer. And not even in the QCR form. I guess we're going to have to go on the second page. The secret rare Ultimate Slayer, boys, was popping. There we go. It went all the way up to like $6, believe it or not. And then I think it was sitting around 20 or so listings. And again, this doesn't want to load. I don't know what's going on with TCG Player today. But holy shit, man. I sold some copies for $6. So it definitely went down after the listings got repopulated here. But as you can see, there's not a lot of people holding a lot of copies until you get the $6 mark. So that is interesting indeed. Still around, it's relatively cheap, right? Yeah, we'll go with relatively cheap. Solemn Judgment, again, the platinum rares is what we're going to look at here, because platinum rares are, for whatever reason, I mean, I love the platinum rares, don't get me wrong, both from the Rarity Collection 1 and Rarity Collection 2 and beyond, but I don't know why people are buying them out. That's what's kind of like, I'm really curious why. Did you guys suddenly realize that it's basically a QCR without a stamp and just different different shifting of the foil, I guess? Because if so, like, welcome to the gang. You are invited to the cookout, because yes, we've been waiting for you guys to wake up. Ultimate Slayer, Platinum Rare, 21 listings, $11. Solemn Judgment, $12, 11 listings. You guys can see here, very, very low listings for a lot of these cards. And if you like platinum rares, or if you have platinum rares that you want to get rid of, sell them. What really took me by surprise in the platinum rare department, though, and what really started me on the rabbit hole, if you will, for these platinum rares, is that I saw MST selling for almost $9, I believe, in the sale here, and it was actually more expensive than the QCR at a point. Weird, weird stuff, but I dig it. Moving on here, Bonanza. Of course, we have to talk about Bonanza. What surprised me here, again, is I thought this was going to get bought out, honestly, and it didn't. And I am so proud of you guys, because honestly, if you guys want an expensive Blue Eyes, there's better options. And it's not just me hating on the artwork. I do think $138 is a little bit too much for a QCR Blue Eyes LOB artwork. Yes, but there's also more, like, better alternatives, man. And we'll talk about the other alternative. I already did talk about the other alternative, but I want to give you guys the comparison in price later on, because it's crazy. But good job on you guys for not buying the Blue Eyes. But what you guys were buying out was Kaya's the Shadow Monarch. A lot of people were waiting late last minute on the sale as well, because I saw more buyouts and towards the end here. I think this was Sunday, which was interesting to say the least. But I mean, I get it. I guess I think well, first of all, it doesn't get a lot of printings and higher rarities, but I also did see a lot of buyouts for the ultimate rare version. So there's some hype for this. Yeah, there's probably some format that Monarchs, or even just Caius, or however you pronounce his name, are doing well, and that's why people are buying it out. But either way, that's an awesome buyout, in my opinion. Other than that, though, Bonanza was pretty quiet, and a lot of the meta stuff actually kind of went down in price, because again, people are still opening up this product. So Triple Tactics Thrust all around kind of went down a couple bucks, not a lot, like $1, maybe $1.50 for all the rarities, which is still pretty good. Although the QCR, I don't think shifted in any direction, which again, I don't know why TCG players crapping out, but it has been sitting around mid 40s for quite some time. Other than that, though, I'm seeing a lot of nostalgia cards, at least the listings, going down. The prices kind of staying around the same, but if you are looking for stuff that is the listings are kind of dwindling, maybe buy it sooner rather than later, because we're reaching the month portion or the month end of the release of Bonanza, and we're seeing that the sealed, at least, it's actually going up in value, and there's less, and obviously going to be less stuff as time progresses, sealed, that you can get and try to pull these cards. So maybe buy them sooner rather than later. I'm gonna be that guy. Yeah, if you want Envoy at the beginning, maybe buy sooner rather than later, and so on and so forth. We're not talking too much about this set though, because we got to move on to the 2023 tins, because this tin is finally seeing some value. Although sealed, it's kind of inexpensive to be fair. So it's like around $130 for this sealed. Granted, it's very hard to pull things from that set, because everything's just short printed, artificially so. There's just a lot of cards in the secret rare pool, and that's where all the good cards are, making things harder to pull individually, right? But 𝗦𝗃𝗓𝗏 has been seeing some buyouts even throughout, or even before the sales, I should say. $15 for Fenrir, $23 for Lubion. This is kind of calming down. It was seeing very few listings and rising up higher. I think it was like above $25 at a point. Unicorn though was the MVP. This was being bought out so much during the sale that I was sure it was going to go to like 20 listings, but of course, people repopulated because they checked their inventory. They were like, hey, I want $6 for this. And yes, I think this is due. A lot of people there were some memes going around about Unicorn basically being OP, and people, obviously, monkey see, monkey do. They see something being called OP, they want to try it. Yu-Gi-Oh players are not very creative. The sooner you realize this, the more money you can actually make from them. Not gonna lie. Destruction Daruma Karma Cannon has always been somewhat expensive, but it's actually getting more expensive, and I do think it might be a $15 to $20 card not that long from now. 26 listings, guys. It's always since about a year ago, since the inception of the set, basically, this card was one of the hits and the chases for sure, sitting at around like $5 to $7 on release, or a couple months after release, now at 12 to 15. We'll see how high it goes with no reprints in sight. Drew Swarm got an increase recently as well. It's steady increase. Actually, I don't remember this hitting $18 and then dropping, to be honest. But again, no reprints for Seals, no reprints for 𝗦𝗃𝗓𝗏, heck, no reprints for even Runic. This set is bound to keep going up in value, unless, of course, they get reprinted, maybe in Stampede. Maybe. We'll see. All right, so the 2024 tins. Insane value, guys, recently, which is crazy. So first of all, Blue Eyes White Dragon QCR, $23 versus $130 from Bonanza. Obviously, I'm gonna stress this, guys. If you want a Blue Eyes, if you want a QCR Blue Eyes, just buy the $23 one, man. Like, just save yourself some money. It's the same card. Yeah, you might not like the artwork as much or whatever, but it's $100 difference, man. Just buy this card instead of the other one, or don't buy either. Honestly, that's also a very valid option. But besides that, because again, these sets, the tins, have been getting inflated, the set sizes have been increasing quite a lot between the years. This set in particular was like 400 or so card size, or set size. I think it was some crazy amount. So it's really hard to pull these secret rares, right? Like, it's maybe one per case maybe one per case Chaos Angel, maybe one per case Dark Magician Girl alternate art, etc. That's why these cards are very expensive. 34 listings, 30 listings, 39 listings. So there is value here for sure, and that is actually pretty good, in my opinion. I thought the set would have been completely nuked because of Bonanza, but I'm glad it didn't get completely nuked. But what I really want to talk about is, during the sale, at least, some guy was selling this for about $145 to $150, and with the sale, you would have gotten 10% off. So I actually made a Twitter post, and this is just an advertisement for my Twitter. Follow my goddamn Twitter, man. And you guys could have got this set for like $20 less than what it is the lowest on here. Actually, maybe even $30. And like, yeah, about $30 off MSRP. So, I mean, you missed out. You missed out. He had a lot of listings. But yeah, you guys missed out. Besides that, though, everything seems about right. Not a lot of movement from these cards besides the three here: MZST, Chaos Angel, and Typhoon. Typhoon probably had the biggest growth, going from like 12 to 13 bucks on release to 20 fucking 5. Crazy shit. All right, singles. Evil Hero, a Dusted Gold. It is just like a public service announcement. If you are anticipating that you're going to be playing Evil Heroes, there's not going to be a reprint of this until maybe Stampede. And even then, it might just be in the nostalgia pool, which means it's going to be hard to pull. So, you know, buy this before it gets too expensive. It's already $16.66. It might be $20 very soon. The other thing is, if you are a simp and play Sky Strikers, well, Widow Anchor has been reprinted in a long time. Last printing should have been Mag Mavens, and even this, the listings are going away. 36 listings as an ultra rare, $3.99. This was a really big buyout during the what's it called, the sale, as we'll call it. But yeah, I mean, a lot of not a lot of listings for this card, not a lot of printings in general. And again, if it gets a printing in Stampede, the next Bonanza set in April, not anytime soon, guys, 4 months from now, in April, it might just be in the nostalgia pool as well, which will be hard to pull. Finally, Lordy Lord. Oh boy, this card is crazy, guys. 19 listings, 18 bucks. Actually 20 bucks with shipping. Holy shit. This was another card that was insanely bought out during the sale over the weekend. And I mean, you might have missed out. If you need 3 copies of this, that's already 60 bucks. God damn. Lordy Lord. That is the video, guys. Catch you guys in the next one. Big thank you to the channel members, Eric Moreno and Burn My Dread. You guys rock.